All right, folks, buckle up, because today we're diving headfirst into the singularity.
Ooh, that's a big one.
It is, it is. We're talking about a point where AI, artificial intelligence, surpasses human intelligence.
And all the craziness that comes with that, right?
Yeah, exactly. And believe me, it's not just some sci-fi fantasy.
Definitely not.
Some experts are saying it could happen as early as 2045.
I know. Wild, right? What's really fascinating to me is that we can already see the groundwork being laid.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like you've got Moore's Law.
Exactly. Moore's Law.
Computing power doubles every 2 years.
Basically.
That's driving all this crazy advancement in AI.
It's fueling the whole thing.
But okay, let's just for a second think about this.
Yeah.
We're talking about machines that could become smarter than us.
Potentially, yeah.
Shouldn't we be at least a little bit concerned?
Well, I think concerned might not be the right word.
Okay.
But we definitely need to be aware.
Aware, yeah.
One of the things our sources really emphasize is this idea of red pilling.
Red pilling, okay.
Basically waking up to the realities of this tech revolution, questioning the narratives, thinking critically.
I'm all for critical thinking.
Absolutely, it's essential here.
But how do we even start to unpack something as massive as the singularity?
Right. Where do you even begin? Well, I think a good starting point is understanding how AI itself evolved.
Okay.
It goes all the way back to Alan Turing, you know?
Oh, yeah.
He was the one who first asked, can machines think?
Right.
That led to the Turing test, which is still used today to see if a machine can act like a human, you know?
So we're talking about the very foundations of AI.
Exactly.
Those early attempts to copy how humans think.
The building blocks.
But how did we go from those early ideas to the sophisticated AI we see today?
It's a wild ride, a journey.
Yeah.
Think about Arthur Samuel.
Oh, yeah.
He created a checkers playing program way back in the 1950s.
I've heard of that.
It was revolutionary because it could actually learn.
Learn.
Yeah, like improve over time.
It's mind-blowing how far we've come, you know?
Tell me about it.
From checkers programs to self-driving cars, AI composing music.
It's incredible.
It feels like we're on the verge of something huge.
We are, and that's why understanding the singularity is so crucial.
Crucial how?
It's not just a tech event, it's a potential turning point in history.
Oh, wow.
One thing our sources really highlight is that this rapid growth in technology, it's creating a world that's changing faster than ever.
So how do we prepare for a future that's so unpredictable?
That's the million-dollar question.
What skills, what mindsets do we need in a world where AI is smarter than us?
Well, adaptability, for one.
Adaptability, okay.
And lifelong learning.
Lifelong learning, yeah.
The skills we need today might be useless tomorrow. It's not enough to just learn one thing anymore. We need to keep learning, keep evolving.
That sounds a little daunting, to be honest.
It is a challenge.
Are there any historical parallels we can look to?
Definitely. Think about the agricultural revolution or the industrial revolution.
Right.
Huge changes, societal upheavals.
Yeah.
But they also created new opportunities, new ways of living.
Okay.
The singularity will probably be even more disruptive, but we can learn from the past.
Prepare ourselves, yeah.
Exactly. It's about embracing the unknown, adapting, and always learning.
It sounds like the singularity demands a whole new way of thinking, a new way of being.
I think you're right. It really does.
Okay, so we've got to be adaptable. We've got to be constantly learning.
Those are key takeaways.
And that's where we'll pick up in part 2 of this deep dive.
Exactly. We'll explore how the singularity could impact our lives.
The economy, the job market.
Even our understanding of what it means to be human.
It's going to be fascinating, folks, so make sure you tune in for part 2.
We'll see you there.
So we're back, and we're picking up where we left off the singularity.
That's right, that crazy point where AI surpasses us.
But let's bring it down to earth a little.
Yeah, let's get practical.
How is this going to affect our day-to-day lives, you know?
Well, one of the biggest questions is jobs, right?
Jobs, yeah. Everyone's worried about that.
What happens when AI can do almost any job better than we can?
That's a scary thought.
Our sources definitely acknowledge there's going to be job displacement.
Oh, I bet.
Especially in areas that are like easy to automate.
Like what?
Manufacturing, transportation, things like that.
So are we all going to be unemployed?
I mean, it's not that straightforward.
Okay.
While some jobs will definitely disappear, new ones will pop up too.
Like what kind of jobs?
Think about the people who design and build these AI systems.
Right.
Or jobs that need human skills like creativity, empathy.
Those are things AI can't really replicate.
Exactly.
So it's less about jobs vanishing and more about a total shift.
Yeah, a transformation of the job market.
And our sources emphasize, like you said before, the need to adapt.
Big time.
We're entering a time where learning never stops.
Lifelong learning, it's not optional anymore.
Yeah, those hot skills today could be gone tomorrow.
Exactly.
That's a lot of pressure to keep up.
It is, but remember those big revolutions in the past.
Like what?
The agricultural revolution, the industrial revolution.
Yeah.
Huge disruptions.
Right.
But we adapted. Humanity always does.
Okay, that's reassuring.
The singularity's likely to be similar. Embrace the change, see the opportunities.
Easier said than done, maybe.
It's tough, but it's necessary.
But what about the people who can't keep up, who lose their jobs?
Right, that's a concern.
What happens to them?
Well, that's where solutions like universal basic income come in.
UBI, yeah, I've heard of that.
It's a hot topic.
Yeah, some love it, some hate it.
Our sources talk about it as a way to support people during this change.
A safety net, basically.
Exactly. Everyone has a basic standard of living.
Whether they work or not.
Right. It's about ensuring everyone's taken care of.
But some people argue it discourages work.
That's a common concern.
What do our sources say about that?
It's complicated. There's no easy answer.
Okay.
Some say UBI would free people up to pursue passions, start businesses.
Instead of being stuck in a job they hate.
Exactly. Others suggest combining it with job training programs.
To help people transition.
Right. It's not just about giving out money.
It's about supporting people through a massive shift.
Yeah, and the singularity really makes us rethink our assumptions.
About work, economics, even society.
It challenges our fundamental ideas.
Okay, we've talked jobs, economics, but what about creativity?
Creativity, that's a good one.
Will AI replace artists, musicians, writers?
That's what a lot of people wonder.
Because AI can generate content now, right?
It can, and our sources delve into that.
Yeah, I've seen some AI art. It's technically impressive,
Yeah.
but it lacks something, you know?
A soul.
Yeah, maybe. It feels empty.
That's the question. Can AI truly replicate human creativity?
I'm not sure it feels different.
Our sources suggest AI will be more of a tool for artists,
It's a tool, okay.
augmenting their abilities, helping them explore new things.
I like that idea, like a partnership.
Exactly. A painter using AI to generate crazy textures.
Or a musician finding new sounds,
Right. AI could push the boundaries of what's possible.
but still keeping that human touch.
Absolutely. That human experience, the emotion, that's irreplaceable.
It's about finding the right balance, technology, and human spark.
The synergy, yeah.
Okay, so now let's talk education.
Education, another big one.
How will learning change when AI has all the answers?
Big question.
Does traditional school even matter anymore?
Our sources say education's more important than ever,
Really?
but it needs to adapt.
Adapt how?
Memorizing facts is useless when AI can access everything instantly.
Makes sense.
It's about critical thinking, problem solving, adaptability.
So learning how to learn, basically.
Exactly, navigating a world of information overload.
That's a valuable skill.
And AI could actually help with that.
Help how?
Imagine personalized learning programs tailored to each student.
Wow, that would be amazing.
AI tutors giving real-time feedback.
That could revolutionize learning.
It could, but we can't rely on technology completely.
All right, there's got to be a human element, too.
Our sources stress that.
Mentorship, interaction, inspiration.
Those are essential.
So finding that balance again.
Using AI to enhance education, not replace it.
Okay, I'm seeing a pattern here.
Right. It's all about navigating the intersection of technology and humanity.
And that's something we'll keep exploring as we go deeper into the singularity.
Exactly. It's a central theme.
All right, so we've covered the economy, creativity, education,
A lot of ground covered.
but there's one area I'm really curious about. Healthcare.
Healthcare, yeah, that's where it gets exciting.
How will the singularity affect our health, our lifespans?
That's what we'll explore in part 3.
It's going to be mind-blowing, folks, so make sure you tune in for the final part of this deep dive. Okay, so we're back for the final part of our deep dive into the singularity and all its mind-boggling implications.
It's been quite the journey.
It has, and we've covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, from the very basics of AI to, the future of jobs and creativity.
But there's one area we haven't touched on yet that I'm, particularly fascinated by.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Healthcare.
Healthcare, yeah, it's a big one.
How's the singularity going to affect our health, our lifespans, all that?
It's where things get really interesting, that's for sure.
Because we're already seeing, personalized medicine, AI diagnostics.
Right, that's all happening now.
But our sources hint at something even bigger.
Much bigger. We're talking about a potential revolution in healthcare.
Okay, lay it on me.
Think about a future where a super intelligent AI can analyze huge amounts of medical data.
Okay, I'm following.
It can spot patterns, trends, and develop treatments that are perfectly tailored to each person's genes.
Personalized medicine on a whole new level.
Exactly. But it goes even further than that.
Oh, how so?
We're talking about radical life extension.
Whoa, hold on, like living longer.
Much longer, potentially even indefinitely.
Okay, now you've got my attention.
Our sources talk about things like nanorobots.
Nanorobots.
Tiny robots performing surgeries inside your body at a cellular level.
That sounds straight out of science fiction.
It does, but the tech is moving fast.
So what, they're fixing things from the inside out?
Imagine diseases like cancer, Alzheimer's, just wiped out.
Gone. Just like that.
Potentially, we could repair damage at the genetic level.
Wow, and aging itself.
It could become a choice, not an inevitability.
Okay, now my mind is officially blown.
It's a lot to wrap your head around.
But let's be real, even with all these amazing advances, there are going to be challenges, right?
Oh, absolutely, no doubt about it.
Like what kind of challenges are we looking at?
Well, one of the biggest ones is access, making sure these innovations are available to everyone.
Not just the wealthy.
Exactly. We can't have a future where only the rich get to live forever.
That would create a whole new level of inequality.
For sure, it's a huge ethical concern.
And then there are the philosophical questions, right?
Oh, yeah, lots of those.
If we can manipulate our biology so much, where do we draw the line?
What does it even mean to be human if death isn't a certainty anymore?
These are big questions.
Huge, and they're not easy to answer.
So not only do we have to figure out the science, we have to figure out the ethics too.
It's a two-sided coin, and we need to be having these conversations now.
Before it's too late.
Exactly, as we move closer to the singularity.
It's not just about the tech, it's about the impact on our lives, our values.
It forces us to confront our understanding of what it means to be human.
It's a lot to take in.
It is, but it's also incredibly exciting.
In a way, yeah. I mean, it's pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible.
Absolutely, we're on the verge of a whole new era.
Okay, so we've talked about how the singularity could transform our health, potentially even make us immortal.
It's a wild concept, isn't it?
It is. But what about the health of our planet? Can the singularity help us with, the environmental challenges we're facing?
That's a question a lot of people are asking.
Because climate change, pollution, those are big problems.
Huge. And our sources offer some hope.
Oh, in what way?
They suggest that superintelligent AI could be the key to solving these issues.
Okay, how? Give me some examples.
Imagine AI systems analyzing all that climate data we have.
Go.
Finding patterns, predicting trends, coming up with strategies to fight climate change.
Like a superpowered brain working on the problem.
Exactly. We could see AI optimizing renewable energy, managing resources.
Even developing new ways to clean up pollution.
The possibilities are endless.
That's a hopeful thought. It makes me feel a bit better about the future.
It is encouraging, but our sources also remind us that technology is just a tool.
A tool that can be used for good or bad.
Right. The singularity won't magically solve everything.
It's up to us to steer it in the right direction.
To ensure AI is used to create a sustainable and fair future for everyone.
So it comes back to human choices, human values.
Exactly. It's not a tech fix. It's about us.
Taking responsibility, making the right decisions.
Absolutely. The singularity is powerful, but we're the ones in control.
We're the ones shaping the future.
And that's what we need to remember.
Okay, so we've covered a lot in this deep dive.
A lot. From the evolution of AI to life extension, the economy, the environment.
It's been a whirlwind.
A whirlwind of possibilities.
And I think the most important takeaway is that the singularity is coming.
It's on its way, ready or not.
It's not something to be afraid of, but we do need to understand it.
Learn about the benefits, the risks, have these conversations, be proactive.
Shape the future we want.
That's the key. It's in our hands.
This deep dive has definitely given me a lot to think about, and I hope it's done the same for our listeners.
That's the goal.
The singularity is a massive topic. We've only just scratched the surface.
There's always more to explore.
But hopefully this has sparked some curiosity, some new perspectives,
Yeah, it's what we're here for.
and a sense of wonder about what's ahead.
Because it's an exciting time to be alive.
It is. It really is. We're on the cusp of something truly extraordinary.
And we get to be a part of it.
Remember, folks, the future is not something that just happens to us.
We create it.
So keep exploring, keep questioning, keep pushing the boundaries.
Who knows what amazing discoveries await us?
Until next time, fellow deep divers, keep those minds open and those imaginations firing.